Hey, what's up guys? Super Kala Aaron over here. Today we'll be diving into one of the most interesting topics that we have in the housing option you have in Singapore. It's called the Executive Condominium. In short, it's called the EC. If you're wondering what are the eligibilities and what are the criteria you need to meet, hey man, I'm here to share with you today. First things first, what exactly is an executive condominium? You know what's a HDB? You know what's a condo? EC is in between. Interestingly, after 10 years, this property will be privatized and you can sell to foreigners. You know what's best? Actually, when you buy EC, also got subsidy leh. So I call it subsidized condo. So the next question is, who can buy the EC? Doesn't mean anybody also can buy. First of all, foreigner cannot buy. PR family nucleus cannot buy. Most importantly, you must be a Singapore citizen and a Singapore citizen buying this EC. But if you are a Singapore citizen and a PR, also can buy. But most importantly, the main applicant must be a Singaporean. So for executive condominiums, you need to apply under a family nucleus. That means maybe husband and wife, with your spouse, with your children, with your parents. And more interestingly, for HDBs, you can buy under one name as a single, under the single scheme. But for EC, you cannot. You can only buy a EC under the joint single scheme if you are not married. Point number 3, income ceiling. This one, very, very important. Why? Not a lot of people meet this requirement because your combined income cannot cross 16,000. Just for fun fact, actually a couple of years ago, it used to be 14,000 leh. But now the ruling has changed. Combined income cannot cross 16,000. Point number 4, ownership of property. If you have already applied for 2 BTOs or you have already taken 2 subsidized housing grants, this means you are not eligible to apply for an EC. Also, if you have already sold your private property, your condo or your landed, this means that you have to wait 30 months before you can apply for the EC. Benefits of buying an executive condominium. Number 1, affordability. Why? EC is always priced cheaper than your new launched condos. Plus, government gonna give you subsidy leh. Wow, even more gao lat. This way, when you enter at a lower price, you wait for the market to push up, and when you sell, wow, what already? Number 2, capital appreciation. Basically, when you buy an EC, it takes 5 years for you to reach the MOP and you can sell in the open market to Singaporeans or PRs. You wait another 5 more years to hit the 10-year mark, it becomes fully privatized. This means you can sell to anyone, including foreigners. This opens up your pool of buyers even bigger, sure, even more huada. The best thing I love about EC is that when you buy an executive condominium versus a HDB, both are subsidized housing, but the potential for capital appreciation is much, much more for the executive condominium because eventually it will be privatized, and historical data has shown the widening gap between the HDB and the private property is getting wider and wider. Number 4, quality of living. Basically, these are all condos because they're built by private developers. So you get to stay in a condo, enjoy condo facilities at a subsidized price. I call this subsidized condo. Every good thing also got its limitations, just like executive condominiums. The first thing is the MOP. For executive condominiums, you must wait 5 years for the minimum occupation period to be over. Then you can sell in the open market. Unlike condos, you just have to wait 3 years for the seller stamp duty, SSD, to be over. Then you can sell in the open market. The next point is the resale restrictions. For executive condominiums, after you have crossed the first 5 years of MOP, minimum occupation period, you are only allowed to sell in the open market to Singaporeans and PRs. Wait another 5 years to hit 10 years, then you will be allowed to sell to foreigners. So you've already heard me share with you the pros and the potential of owning an executive condominium. Hey guys, tell you what, actually I have an executive condominium on sale right now. Me and the owners have managed to get the special approval from HDB to sell before the 5 years MOP, and we are allowed to sell in the open market right now. Remember, I told you it's very, very hard to even be eligible and also get an EC unit. Right now, this is your chance. If you're able to meet the eligibility requirements, fantastic opportunity. Drop me a call at 9777-2202 and I will show you where is this EC.